On today's Kickstarter critique, I go way off the beaten path and check out this cool little dancing robot Tamagotchi Alexa thing that also has some red flags that scare me a little bit. But I still look at it from a board game perspective. Let's talk about it. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner? Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter every time and give you my thoughts on how that Kickstarter is being ran. And today I'm getting a little bit weird as I go outside the world of tabletop games to check out just something random that's very popular, but I'm still going to try and come at it from a board game Kickstarter perspective and see how they're similar and how they're different. And let me know, because today we're checking out Emo, the coolest AI desktop pet with personality and ideas. This is in the taking off section, and I see living AI, and I'm already excited. Like, that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, because I want to click on it now. Emo is always ready to brighten your mood. Let him be your loyal sidekick for fun, help, and companionship. Oh, don't let me down, Emo. Okay, wow, $435,000 with 32 days to go, and those numbers just seem really odd to me from the board game perspective, because typically when you see board game Kickstarters, they run between, 22 to 31 days. In a lot of instances, and a lot of times they run them even shorter than that. So to see someone already at $400,000 with 32 days left to go just catches me a little off guard, but honestly, that's, it's robots, so it's completely different from board games. But why is it different from board games? I'm going to watch this video and really think about that.
Hey, Emo. Emo.
Oh.
Turn the light on.
Is this oh, he's gonna escape.
Emo is an AI desktop pet. A little naughty, but very smart. He has his own personality and feelings. He stays by your side to keep you company, to surprise you, and yes, sometimes to annoy you. Just like a real pet.
What's the weather?
Emo, take a picture.
Emo uses 2 highly advanced deep neural network CPUs and more than 10 sensors. It's a complex system that contains millions of lines of code to transform AI into a lifelike personality complete with emotions. His friendly face has a camera and is also the window to the world. Emo can intuitively recognize you during interaction. Emo has a 4-microphone array to listen to your greetings, questions, and all the sounds around it. And he can recognize where the sound comes from.
Take a photo.
Emo moves gracefully around on the desktop. His sensors help him avoid obstacles, and he knows not to fall off the table edge. We have designed games and dances for Emo. We did extensive research and tests, and paid great attention to every single design detail. We hope Emo will be a cool guy, so we gave Emo a little style, with some street culture, disco, and hip-hop attitude. Emo loves rock music. The skateboard designed for Emo charging can also power up mobile phones. Emo also contains a high-performance speaker.
Hey, Emo, music.
Emo's brain connects to the internet to answer your questions.
Emo, what is the weather right now?
You can set an alarm.
Hey, Emo, turn the light on.
This is Emo's Smart Light. No need to configure the network, it's very easy to use. We hope that Emo is a pet with a meaningful life that helps bring you joy and companionship. But sometimes Emo gets a cold and needs your care.
Hey, Mom!
He can feel your love by the way you interact with him. And Emo will surprise you with many rewards. He will surprise you during special holidays and remember you on your birthday. Now, Emo is here.
Emo.
We have done a great job on Emo and test a lot to make sure Emo is ready to live with you. Emo may not change your life, but he will always bring you a little joy and fun.
There was one particular sentence there that threw me off just a little bit. That made me just think that the person doing the voiceover is just a voice actor and not anyone with the company. But that's neither here nor there. So wow, yeah, that looks amazing. It's Alexa meets a Tamagotchi meets. I mean, that really is what that is, and I want one. I absolutely want one. Now, let's check out what comes out after that awesome video, because I think that video was a banger. Like, if you would be potentially interested in that, I think that absolutely did you. Now, first created, zero backed. That scares me a little bit. That yells just cash grab. And that just scares me a little bit whenever I see that, and when I see numbers start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Built with multiple sensors and cutting-edge text, Emo is a cool desktop AI robot pet with characters that can self-explore the world and react to you with 1,000 plus faces and movement. Okay, very cool. So he does stuff. Let's talk about exactly what all that is. Okay. Optical drop sensors. Okay, so what can he do? He can see an HD camera with face recognition. That was something that I really wish they would have done in the video, is I wish they would have actually shown the picture that he took of the scientist developer guys, because I think that, I want to see what the camera quality is like. That just seems like kind of a no-brainer, and I yet to have seen that mentioned. All right, here, Emo has a 4-microphone array which can capture sounds and locate the source directions. If you need him, just say, hey, Emo. Great. Emo is equipped with a touch sensor on his head, which is able to sense your touch. Like any pet, he likes an ass pet on the head. Communicates. High-quality speaker can play your favorite playlists and communicate with you. Okay, very cool. Adorable sounds. Emo's self-learning system enables him understand the world around him. Ooh. Okay. Now... okay, so that's just a small typo. It is. But when we're talking about a company getting, they're probably going to get more than $1 million. Let's just be honest, $435,000 already. That's zero next to it, because I want to replay that. So what was the line?
We have done a great job on Emo and test a lot.
There it is. We have done a great job on Emo and test a lot.
To make sure Emo is ready to live with you.
Okay, so no, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, maybe I'm just the old man yelling at the sky right now. But I just see some red flags there, Like, if you didn't double check, triple check, and you made that spelling typo error there, who's to say that's not in the coding? Like, and I know that's nitpicky, but let's see what the price is, okay? Okay, yeah. I'm going to be nitpicky. If I'm looking at $139 early bird, $200 MSRP, I'm going to be nitpicky, okay? I'm going to be dang nitpicky if we're getting to that. And the fact that I saw the typing thing there in a spot that it's pretty close to the top. If it's down towards the bottom, maybe let it slide. But towards the top, you got to have numerous sets of eyeballs, and nobody caught that. Okay, so let's see. His personality and actions change as his relationship with the world evolves. Emo's self-learning system enables him to understand... Maybe I'm just reading too much just into that no to being there. Emo has an advanced neural network processor and 3 different AI processing models, which enables him to process large amounts of images, sound, and sensor data simultaneously to think and respond in a thoughtful, authentic, and natural manner. And there is where I'm a little bit nervous about the lack of a pedigree, the zero backed, zero created, because we're not just talking about Alexa meets Tamagotchi now. When it was Alexa meets Tamagotchi, I said, okay, that's doable. But once you start saying, oh, he's going to learn and he's going to think, that's when I start saying, really? Is the first really cool robot assistant going to come out from a no-name company? Or is it going to come out from a Sony or a Samsung or a Microsoft or something like that? An Apple, a Google. That's where I start to get a little bit more nervous when they start over-promising. I smell a Peter Molyneux potentially here. I mispronounced his name. All right, so let's just see how deep this rabbit hole goes. What exactly are they saying he can do? The built-to-development system allows Emo's skills to increase as he grows up. He evolves through time just like any pet. Emo might ignore you and treat you as a total stranger on the first day you meet him. So I'm assuming that will happen. Like, that's going to happen to everyone. But if you interact with him every day, he will become more familiar with you. However, Emo may also forget you if he hasn't seen you in a long time. In that case, you may need to put in a little time to win back his heart. This all sounds cool, but what I actually want is a little subsection here talking about the science, about the technology, about how you're actually going to program him into that, and various different things like that, because it's a lot to say it, but I want that added warm security blanket of you explaining it to me. And how it's going to work. With a design, maybe they want to keep it kind of secret, close to the vest, so it's a little bit of a surprise, but still, just say, hey, if you want to see how the sausage gets made, check this out. With a design inspired by pop culture, Emo is born with a stylish look. Juice up and Emo your phone wirelessly. Yeah, that's awesome. Emo's skateboard is useful as well, how he gets wirelessly powered up, and Emo knows your phone is essential to your lifestyle and can help you keep it charged up too. Music. Emo's high-quality speaker makes just for a great go. Okay, so cool. Dance. He dances. As the life of the party, Emo is capable of playing games with you. Uno, aeroplane chess, Monopoly, really, and more. So we're starting to overpromise here, and I hope it's actually not overpromising, but the correct amount of promising. But he is going to learn. He's going to play games with you. Oh, that's so much, and I hope it's all true. Because if so, this is like a huge jump in the assistant spectrum. Because let's be honest, we all know it's going to come. Probably in the next 10 to 5, I would say in the next 5 to 15 years, we are going to truly get and just an absolutely amazing assistant that will absolutely start running our life. Well, not running our life, but allowing us to run our life way, way, way more productive. But is it going to start here? The Emo Smart Light, that's really cool. Hopefully that comes with the $199 one. He can be a reliable alarm and has a smart light. He will wake you up in his own special way. And if you need a nighttime bathroom break, you can just say, Emo, turn on the light. That's cool. To reward all the backers, we decided to offer the exclusive Thanksgiving special. Each Emo desktop pet comes with a free smart light. No network configuration is needed. It is ready to respond to your voice. So that is the exclusive Thanksgiving special. Was that a stretch goal? Was that... Okay, so that was the Thanksgiving thing. Okay, cool. That's neat. That's a neat little bit of promotion. I bet you there's a lot of people who were sitting with their family, those well-to-doers, making the maybe the $60,000 to $150,000 range. They're sitting there, they're scrolling through, they see this cool little robot, and they're like, oh, I can get a deal on it today. Sure, why not? Maybe I turn around and I flip it if I don't like it. And I bet you they got a lot of backers just like that, which is good. I mean, that's how you're supposed to run a Kickstarter. And I'm trying to comment on how the Kickstarter is being ran. And while that typo did scare me a little bit, overall, the blood is in the pudding. That's not an expression, but it's very well ran. $450,000 in the video itself. I wanted to back it myself, but dear God, I can't afford that. $200 for $140 even. Emo is a smart brain that can answer any of your questions and respond with useful information. So that's just Alexa. That's fine. We are now testing LOT control with Alexa or Google Assistant. Wait. Okay. That's a little bit of a red flag here. And I know that might not sound like a red flag to some people. But as someone who really does have quite a few Alexa devices in my house, I don't want another operating system. It's the same reason that I hate talking to my Google. I have one Google left in my house just because everything else is Alexa. So I really, I don't like that a little bit. I don't like that they're doing their own kind of a little assistant thing. Yeah. Okay, be there for each other. Friends should be there for each other, especially when. And maybe I misread that. Let me make sure. Emo has a smart brain that can answer any of your questions and respond. Ask him about, you know what? I don't think they've mentioned that it connects to Alexa at all. And in fact, I think they might have went out of their way in the video to say, wasn't it like something about no confusing setup with the emo thing. Like Alexa or Google might be, oh, don't say it. They might be a little bit difficult. We have our own Emo Light. You don't need to say those other words because the Emo Light is here. Okay. That's not quite a red flag, but it's pink. It's a pink flag for me. All right, celebrate your birthday, holiday surprises like that. Very cool stuff. Like, that's all very cool-ish stuff. Upcoming long-distance interaction. Use the lovable emo to reach out if both you and your significant other have an emo. And this, okay. I don't like this. And part of the reason why is I recently just we bought 3 the video Alexas. We actually ended up getting 4 of them, oddly enough, to give to different members of our family and have to ourselves so our kids could do voice chats and voice communications with the members of our family. And the fact that this from the ground up is not going to have that and be an Alexa device or a Google device, that scares me a little bit. They just keep saying our stuff, our, smart answering your questions, and our light, and our video service. And that's asking a lot from, you're already making this amazing robot. But then this is just piling more and more and more on top of here for a company that, as I mentioned, zero created, zero backed, always a scary thing. I don't want to be so cynical, but I guess that's why it might be why people like this. Okay, so use the lovable emo to reach out if both you and your significant other have an emo. Imagine this, when your girlfriend misses you and cannot be there, blah, 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 blah. This feature is still in development and may be available in the later OTA. Oh, so it's not even here. Okay. Oh, but you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think they really mentioned it too much in the video. And there's an asterisk here. It's very forward about saying that this is an upcoming thing. And you know what? To be honest with you, that actually means a lot to me. That says a lot to me because they could have just said, this is something that it's going to be able to do. Ha-ha! And, they could have made that promise, but they're like, this is something upcoming. This is not going to be something you're going to have as soon as you get the box. And I do like that little snippet of honesty that you might not have even, seen. Because what they could have very obviously done, and I'm sure some companies would do this, and some people would do this and say, it's going to be able to do that, and then just say when it launches, they'll be like, actually, unfortunately, there was something wrong internally, and we are getting to fix that and get that up very, very soon, and we do apologize for that. And they could have done that. And people would have been like, okay, cool, still, I got my little emo right here. But they didn't. That says a lot. Easy to use app with stylish interface. To match with Emo's cool adventure, we made our app launching before shipping, stylish yet intuitive. Through the app, you can play games, check your light. Wait. And this is where the board game part of me kicks in big time. This scares me because they specifically mentioned checkers and chess and Uno, but they also mentioned Monopoly, and are they going to have those on their app? And if so, are Mattel and Hasbro on board with this? How is that going to work? That seems a bit fishy to me. And I could understand if they said, the very generic, like poker and blackjack, but no, to specifically say the Uno and the Monopoly, I don't know if that passes the smell test, and that worries me a little bit, and I will be very, very interested to follow up on this, because I plan on following up on a lot of these to see how the Kickstarter ended up turning out, and they're overpromising a lot here. OTA updates for the latest features. Emo was created with millions of lines of code, which require ongoing effort, so that's cool. That's great. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that this isn't going to be like that Android, that terrible Android video game system was. I want to hear there's going to be updates. New languages support. To master some foreign languages is important, especially for Emo that has so many friends all over the world. We will upgrade Emo in the future to make it capable of speaking different languages and bringing joy to more people. Once again, I like the fact that they're very open about what they're working on. Like, I'm slowly getting sold. Like, there's a red flag here, but then there's like this convincing thing over here. And once again, this is something that they could have just easily said, this is something that's just gonna do. And then when it gets to you, be like, actually, we're sorry, 2 of the many, many features that we're gonna be on here have had technical snafus, and people be like, you know what, first time company, not a big deal. I'm not really going to be using the different language features right now in the voice communication. Well, that's going to suck, but I could wait. You know, they didn't. They're saying this is upcoming. So I do like that. Production ready. Injection molding. Yep, show me the pictures at the factory. I love seeing that. Love seeing the pictures at the factory. Even though these look like very... Oh, yeah. Yeah, look. You zoom in. That's what I like to see. Now... They're already manufactured, though. I thought you needed the money to do it. That, I don't know if that's a red flag or not. I come from the board gaming world, and in the board gaming world, unfortunately, a lot of times Kickstarters have devolved into nothing more than a pre-order system, where it's secretly like, we know it's made because it's coming out in like 2 months or 3 months, you know. So I don't know if that's prevalent in other sectors of Kickstarter. Emo provides guaranteed delivery. We will start mass production as soon as our campaign ends. Then what is this? Because like, look, that looks, I mean, that's a row of robots, and that's a row of the robots. Are these like huge rows of the, yeah, like I think that, you know, call me crazy, but that looks like mass production. You're showing me, is this the same one? Like, is this the actual factory? This is the actual factory. Okay, so that is quite literally rows of people making this, which, you know, that kind of bumps head with you saying we will start mass production as soon as our campaign ends. The fact that you're showing us a picture right now of the mass production. That's a red flag. That's a weird red flag, but it's a red flag. Okay, you know what? I will say that odd lie makes me feel more comfortable about the product because I know they've already started to produce it. That's odd. How we designed Emo. Okay, cool. Nice. Emo's timeline, very neat. I like the fact they're showing all this. Little bare bones right there, but hey. First pilot. Oh, is that the first pilot? Oh, that was the first pilot production. Okay. So I bet that's where the pictures were from. But man, that was a lot. So how many pilots did they make of this? Because that was like literal. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, that's a lot of people. They're both sides of it. I don't know. This is all very weird. And I'm glad I took a dip out of the board game spectrum because this is opening up a whole different thing. So this is interesting. I don't think I've ever really seen too many holiday specials on board games, but I think they should. Like, I think this is a spectacular idea. Imagine if a big company just blitzkrieged Board Game Geek and the Board Game Facebook and Board Game Instagram and said, one day only, we are opening up this pledge level. It's, you know, for this, you know, maybe it's Hot Game X. And maybe there was like but they could tick people off. They really could tick people off. Because, yeah, a lot of people, well, I don't know. You know, and they could be like, if you already pledged at this level, cancel your pledge and back this way. I don't know. I'm trying to work out the logistics of it. People are going to get ticked no matter what you do. And I was like, people are going to get mad if they do that. Then I was like, who cares? Because the people that are backing it, you know, I don't know. This is very interesting. All right. I don't think they've shown me a camera picture yet. So let's see. The microphone, the camera. AI wide-angle camera. Up to 60 frames per second. Wait, what's the megapixels? Give me the megapixels. Battery life up to 4 hours. Okay, but he's got his own little skateboard. And then $139. So here we go. This is where we actually get started. Super early bird, $139. And I see it. I see the appeal. If I had, you know, right now I currently am out of a job. but I'm homeschooling my kids. If I had the disposable income, like this, for my family, this is I normally splurge on one thing after taxes come out. And this looks like the kind of thing that I would totally love to splurge on. $139, $12 to get that extra smart light. And you're going to want that smart light. I mean, who doesn't want the smart light? It comes with the wireless charging skateboard, and you're already talking yourself into it right now. You're like, you know what? I could definitely use another wireless charging point, and so now I have it. I think they did great. And same thing with the light. There's a lot of people out there right now who have this digital assistant, and you know what they're putting off? They're putting off actually doing the extra mile and getting the light bulbs and getting the thermostat and doing all that stuff. There's millions of people doing that. They are like, here, if you back this, you get all that stuff. So right now, you got a smart light. Bingo. You got it. You got a wireless charger. You got it now. So I really like how they're running this. $139, I think that's very reasonable for what looks like a really cool piece of tech. Super early bird, $276. That is a $2 saving. Okay, cool. I mean, whatever. Thanksgiving special, the Emo 4. Wow, they're going for some whales there. Kickstarter special, add-on, Emo Smart Light. How to select add-ons. Okay, whatever. What's in the box? Wow. Looks sleek, looks stylish, all about... Okay, here we go. Living AI is a team of international experts passionate about robotics and AI with the aim of humanizing technology for fun, functions, and companionship. Ooh, they got a website. Yeah, let's check that out. Let's see how that looks. Boop. Or you thought if there's an official forum, risk and challenges. All right, let's check out the comments. See if there's any red flags in there. Wow, looks cool. Nice looking website. Very nice, very sleek, well designed. Let's check out the forum. Let's see if it's... Wait, what's the store? Store should take me to Kickstarter, right? The store should take me to Kickstarter, right? Right? In theory? Okay, buy a Kickstarter. Okay, good. If it didn't, I had a lot of questions. Oh, he's got clothes. He's got little clothes. He's got little phones. Okay, that's awesome. All right, you're a grown man. Can Emo help kids do homework? Hi there. On Vector were high. Okay. After Cosmo, my expectations on Vector were very high. I got disappointed. Cosmo is still the better buddy. What I want to say, don't set your expectations too high. Emo won't be revolutionary, especially not out of the box. What I'm missing part should stake the edge for Emo to play with. Hello, dear AI. I have some questions. Does Emo charge himself by just standing on the skateboard, or do I have to put him there myself? You mentioned the support person. Okay, so the people cancel their pledge. Let's see what's up. And confidentiality. What about data security? Okay, so yeah, somebody's like, yeah, I want to ruin your fun. They can steal your information, which they totally could. Okay, I'm sold. I still want to check out this forum, but discussion on Emo, official post. Can Emo change eye colors? Whatever. There you go. So that is the Emo... the coolest AI desktop pet with personality and ideas, currently at $436,000. So what do I give this ranking? I'm going to give this a... this is a really difficult one. I'm going to give it a B-. So the big reason why it's not higher is there was that one typo, and there's just some questions that come up in my head, and they're over-promising, and... they're saying, oh, we're going to have Monopoly, we're going to have Uno, we're going to have our own phone app, you're going to have our own video service where you can communicate with other people, and it's just, that's a lot of stuff for what's probably, a small team. So, B-. I hope this succeeds, and I would love to own one day, because it looks really, really cool. It just, it doesn't pass the smell test for me. I just keep getting those big lingering wafts of just like, ooh, there's some red flags here. And I hope I'm wrong, but if this ends up being something that is like a bad, like I think we'll point back to it and be like, oh, maybe there was some stuff we just wanted to overlook because we wanted our Tamagotchi Alexa. Which, hey, I want a Tamagotchi Alexa, so I'm right there with you. But there you go. This Emo, the coolest AI desktop pet with personality and ideas. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you'd like me to take a dive into other aspects of Kickstarter every once in a while and still try and look at it from the board game perspective. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.